SWIFT is described as being old, out of date, defective, and slow in today's news. Ripple has formed partnerships with financial institutions all over the world in order to utilize their protocols. This is due to the fact that these institutions are currently rushing to embrace this new age of financial technology, specifically blockchain technology, in order to make use of digital assets and cryptocurrency. In this day and age, it is no longer a suggestion, rather. It is a mandate that these institutions either adapt to new circumstances or develop new capabilities. Alternatively, you could wind up with cannibals, and it is precisely for this reason that SWIFT is going to send XRP to the moon. As if it were a Pokemon in its later stages of evolution, SWIFT is now adjusting to the changing times. Around the course of the following year, financial institutions all around the world will initiate live trials of digital assets and currency transactions within the SWIFT network. In fact, if you have been paying attention, you would have seen signs and warnings of this development months ago, which indicated that we were going to end up seeing live transactions of cryptocurrency using XRP over SWIFT's 11,000-member network. By eliminating the complicated layer of the middleman that is present in a legacy system, the implementation of a frictionless value exchange rail has the potential to supply 11,000 member banks with benefits that are 10 times or more effective. Every single day, that is a very, very significant matter to consider. The SWIFT network processes transactions worth $29 trillion annually, which, for your information, brings the total amount of money that flows via SWIFT to well over $10 quadrillion annually. Additionally, SWIFT is old, out of date, faulty, and slow. Hence, with crypto rails effectively going online, those quadrillion dollars are positioned to receive a tenfold increase on the SWIFT network by virtue of this. Ripple and XRP are the ones responsible for the fact that the transition to blockchain technology has been confirmed and even documented. This is a matter of history. How come? Now let's circle back around to the institutions that are proposing SWIFT as a unified system for international payments. If we implement frictionless value exchange rolls, we might be able to see a tenfold rise in value. SWIFT is not aiming to facilitate international financial transactions. It is Ripple and XRP in question. SWIFT is not going to develop its own digital currency. That much is certain. SWIFT is making a conscious effort to avoid competition with other cryptocurrencies, such as XRP, which is a cross-border payment service. It is essential that you comprehend that SWIFT's strategy is centered on integration rather than replacement or competition. This is because, as far as I can tell, they are currently too late to develop a blockchain that is both functional and stable. They are working with existing blockchain solutions, which is where XRP is clearly accepted as having a key role already in the domain of cross-border payment. This is their best shot for remaining relevant, thus they are working with these solutions. Additionally, it is important to bear in mind that this area is unquestionably large enough for a multitude of entities to exist. It is just that rippling XRP appears to have the most influence at the moment, which is the reason why they are the ones that are going to hopefully explode the most in the future. As a result of this, I would want to take a brief time to remind you, for those of you who might have forgotten, that a former SWIFT employee who is currently present and has more than 20 years of experience has confirmed that XRP will be used as a currency across the SWIFT network. It is important to take a listen to their network capabilities in order to ensure that real-time communication is also possible. However, it is possible that Ripple XRP will have the ability to move across the SWIFT network as a currency when we are perhaps utilizing something similar to FX. The shift is going to take place within the next year, if not only a few months from now. This is extremely significant news. This is the reason why I am bullish on XRP, and why I am so bullish on cryptocurrency, as its technology is becoming the backbone of this new evolving monetary system. This is the reason why this bull cycle institutional adoption is going to be the most bullish we have ever seen. Because of this, I have established a Discord server that is open to anybody who wants to join. There are already 370 of us working towards the goal of gaining financial independence, expanding our knowledge and power, and hopefully earning a wage each and every day. If you are interested in becoming a member of the family, the link to join will be below the description. In addition, I am not joking when I say that this shit is about to happen. As you can see in this video by Emmerman XRP, it provides evidence that by the year 2025, 80% of transactions will be conducted through ISO 20022 rather than going through the blockchain. This means that in just a few months from now, digital assets, digital currencies, and XRP will essentially be created. Put your ears to it. This year is a very important year because we are discussing the migration or the global shift towards ISO 20022 standards. As you can see, as you hear from said, this year is a very critical year. Those individuals who are unaware of the fact that ISO 20022 is a highly significant financial messaging standard that is intended to encompass about 80% of all transactions worldwide are encouraged to learn more about it. The transactions that we are discussing are either international or cross-border transactions, and they may also include domestic transactions. By the year 2025, 80% of those transactions will be at the ISO 20022 level. And I could hear you questioning why this is such a significant piece of news for XRP. In any case, we ought to be aware that XRP is compliant with ISO 20022, but that is not the only thing it is. This relationship, or this indirect connection, if you will, to SWIFT is the one that is being discussed here. In this context, Ripple partner Temenos emphasizes that ISO 2000022 is an international messaging standard for financial transactions. Additionally, SWIFT's CBPR+ program is a global initiative that aims to implement ISO 20022 to improve cross-border payments. The program's objective is to assist and collaborate with those who are already operating in the sector, not to cannibalize them, but to work with them to improve it. And Ripple is the company that has already established a presence in this environment. They are among the most powerful and influential players in this industry. They are one of the most dominant players. You will be able to observe in the following post that the implementation of CBPR+ makes it possible to make use of a variety of payment channels, including Ripple. Ripple and XRP will be given more strength, and both of them will be able to collaborate in order to enhance international payments. According to the institutions, this will result in a tenfold increase in value for SWIFT, which processes at least $29 trillion in transactions every single day. Whenever Ripple begins to make use of XRP for international transactions in a way that is both efficient and effective, SWIFT's assistance will result in a significant increase in the value of XRP. In addition, there will be a tenfold increase in volume, and liquidity will follow right after that. So XRP, I'm not saying that the price of XRP will jump from 50 cents right now to $5 and $10, but I am saying that it is going to skyrocket to the moon, and it will be able to transact trillions of dollars every day at a much greater level. To tell you the truth, I'm convinced that a good number of you would be delighted to see XRP in the amount of $5. Nevertheless, it ought to go a great deal higher than that. The fact that Ripple has agreements with companies such as Finastra, Temenos, ECS, and Fin, amongst others, makes it possible for the company to have an indirect connection to SWIFT. Through all of these key collaborations, such as Ripple and Finastra, for instance, they are able to obtain XRP in order to conduct transactions over the SWIFT network. This is possible despite the fact that there is no direct connectivity between SWIFT and blockchain technology. It is for this reason that Ripple is indirectly integrating XRP into the 11,000-member SWIFT network. As a result, Ripple is going to be positioned like SWIFT for a tremendous value explosion in the coming months, if not the year. This strategy that Ripple has developed enables them to position XRP to dominate the space of cross-border payment as well, and this is just the beginning for XRP. This is only the top of the iceberg, as the CEO of House of People, Brad Garlinghouse, explains and confirms in this interview that may be seen here. Listen with great attention. Cryptocurrency is assisting in the transformation of finance organizations in a number of different ways at the present time, and I believe that one of the obstacles that the industry has faced is to concentrate on finding solutions to real problems for real clients. And Ripple has, without a doubt, been concentrating on the issue of international money transfers from the very beginning of its existence. There is a great deal of friction at that point, as measured by both the speed and the cost. And by concentrating on that particular area, we have been able to make a significant impact on that relatively insignificant part. On the other hand, I believe that over the next few years, you will see a significant number of financial transactions that involve a middleman, a middle transaction, or an intermediary. These types of transactions will be eliminated, and we will leverage blockchain and other technologies that are related to digital assets to eliminate the friction that they cause. The effectiveness of such systems will be improved, which will be beneficial to the entirety of society. When it comes to the security settlement, I believe you will realize that you have definitely recognized it as an opportunity. Several of these things, such as the financial transactions surrounding derivatives and bonds, require a considerable amount of time to settle, and the friction that is associated with them really has the effect of holding the business back. You are going to find yourself interacting with the insurance sector, in my opinion. The industry of trade finance is one that causes a lot of ripples. One or more of our clients has extended an invitation to us to take part in. You have also witnessed the experimenting that has taken place in the field of title management and real estate. In the same way that I never could have imagined that 25 years ago, when I first became involved in the Internet of Information, I would be able to push a button on my smartphone and have a car pick me up minutes later. I think it is extremely difficult to predict where this will go. All of these examples are examples of how difficult it is to estimate where this will go. You should realize that I believe this will spread throughout a great deal of diverse aspects